Good morning, everybody. Jason with Learners 5 here. This is my third take on this video because I really did start rambling really bad because there's something I was involved in here over the last week that kind of plays back onto what I'm reviewing, and I started going into a little bit of detail on it, and let's be honest, it made the video a clusterfuck, and you know, that was like, when I watched it to see the quality of it, it was like trying to keep up with an ADHD squirrel. It was horrible. So we're going to skip that and just let you know, over the last week, I was contacted by a local prepper group who's been in contact with other prepper groups within the county and in other counties, and a couple downstate. And they found certain things that they thought should be unified in a unified protocol for all of them. So, being a survival instructor, I was called and asked to sit on a panel and discuss things with them and devise a plan for communications and a few other things that would be unified amongst all the groups for time of emergency. And we've worked out a lot of that plan, and I'm going to present this stuff in a different video and hope that we can either put this out in book format or card format. That'll be easy enough to carry in a bug out bag that we can send out to people and give to people and keep them on a uniform schedule. So let's put that idea aside now, because that's a separate video, and get on to why I'm doing this video. Today is my birthday, and about 3 days ago we were at Walmart, and my son, God bless his heart, bought me this set of ONN two-way radios to replace my Belfangs that got stolen. Now, is this a total replacement for the Belfang? No. Due to the simple fact that this is 22 channels, so that means it picks up the FRS and the MERS channel. No, it'd be FRS and GMRS channels. Sorry about that. And some of the FRS channels are the same as the GMRS channels, but this picks up all 22 channels in them two categories. On the FRS channels, sadly, this only broadcasts at 0.05 watts, which is the old standard the FCC had set out. And I think FRS is up to 2 watts, and GMRS is up to 5 watts. So this on the FRS channels is only doing a half a watt, and on the GMRS channels it's only doing, I think, 2 watts, which was the old protocols. And the other thing about this radio, under new FCC guidelines, once these are sold out, you're not going to be able to get a combination radio like this anymore. You're going to have 2 different radios. One will be a FRS radio, one would be a GMRS radio. So while these are still available at Walmart under the old protocols, I'd pick up a set. These radios have proved to be very handy, and for the price point, I'm very impressed with them. 2 radios, $20. Advertises 16-mile range, but let's be realistic. That 16-mile range is very optimal conditions. You're up high with one radio, somebody's down low with another, and you've got no obstacles in between you. Without getting any static or any dropping out, we've pushed these out to a mile. I'm guessing realistically that's going to be the limit, is a mile, and it's here in town, so we have buildings and other things that interfere with signals. Out of town, flat open area without a lot of obstacles, I could see possibly pushing 1.5 miles, 2 miles with these. So these are going to be more than sufficient to use within your group or use amongst several groups if you follow the protocols that we're going to set out later. Again, that's a different video. Some of the features this radio has is little flashlight built in, like the Baofangs. It has got the NOAA weather channels already built in. 22 channels, as I already said before. Dual channel watch. And for you that don't know what that means, it means you have your radio set on one channel. You can go into the menu and set a second channel, and that'll watch both channels. So if you've got your primary set at channel 3 and a secondary set at channel 22, and somebody broadcasts on 22, that radio is going to pick that up and automatically switch you over to 22. And you can communicate back with the people in the group that broadcast on that channel, or however you got it set up. And then when somebody broadcasts back on channel 3, your radio is going to automatically switch back over to that. So it's going to be watching both channels and pick up both channels at once. Some of the other features it has, and they come with, this is not bad for a $20 radio, rechargeable batteries. And if you don't have a way to recharge the batteries in a disaster, they're just standard AA batteries. Pop right in there and you're good to go. Micro USB port charge, and I charge these off a 1500, no, higher than that. It was a 5000 milliamp hour battery pack designed to charge cell phones and other tablets, other small electronics like that. One of the drawbacks I've found, though, is if you want to charge them separate, you can, because the cord it comes with will plug into 2 radios, but the USB end is a single thing. So you can charge 2 radios off one cable. But if you want to divide them up, you buy a 3-pack, you've got one, you give one to the neighbor at the end of the block, you give one to your buddy across the street, your standard USB, micro USB cables will work. I think it would have been a better idea to come with 3 separate cables just for that reason, but that's just me. Another drawback is the radios aren't waterproof, but neither was my $70 Baofangs. $65 or whatever they were, weren't waterproof either. But for 2 radios for $20, you can afford to have a few sets around. Overall, these have been a really good radio. Real good volume on it. The speaker is a lot louder than what's in the $70 Baofangs. It just seems to be a really well-made radio. Now, you can get some waterproof radios like this that are made by Motorola and Midland, but you're going to pay $40-50 for a set of radios, even $60 depending on the model, where you can get 6 of these for $60 or 4 of them for essentially $40. So it is very budget friendly and they work very well. I've been very impressed with these. I am actually impressed enough with them that I am sometime in the future, maybe December, first of the year, I'm going to buy a couple 3-packs and I'm going to give them away. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, if I'm going to have a contest or I'm just going to pick people that I know don't have comms in their preps and gift it to them. We will see when that time comes. So, I 100% recommend these for a very budget-friendly communications solution. These are the ONN two-way radios available at Walmart. And just a side note, before I started this video, I looked up these radios and who makes them. And basically it is I don't know if I don't want to say it's a Walmart house brand because I think other places carry them, but they were a real cheap manufacturer at one time, and their quality has come up a long way in the past several years. The company that essentially makes these, under this name ONN, is Duraban, and Duraban's quality has come up a lot in the last few years, but it seems like Walmart has changed their house brand name to ONN instead of just using the Duraban name, which had been sold in several stores as far as I'm aware of. So with that, like I said, real good solution for a real cheap price. Take care of yourself, take care of one another, and watch your backs. I have a feeling stuff is going to go down here real soon, and it's not going to be pleasant. Until then, I will talk to you all later, and I've got some good videos hopefully coming up here real soon.